it in a pet shop.
That sounds like fun.
Oh, it was, but I really didn't intend to go in there. You see, I was walking by and I saw all these cute little puppies in the store window. So I knocked on the window to get their attention, but they didn't notice me. So I knocked a little harder. And then while I was in the pay for the window, I thought I'd have a look around.
Well, you want to get your money's worth.
And I'm glad that I was in there too, because I was able to save one customer some embarrassment. Though she was in there to ask the owner of the store a silly question. So I answered it for her.
What was the question?
But the week before, she bought a 3-month-old puppy, and she wanted to know if a dog that age should have bones. And so I said, well, of course it should. If it didn't have bones, what would hold it together?
The owner was glad that you came in?
Well, if he was, he didn't mention it.
Never mentioned it.
No, but then he was very busy trying to pull a bulldog's aching tooth, and the dog wouldn't open its mouth.
Then he couldn't get the tooth out.
Well, no, he couldn't even get his hand out.
That could start an interesting fad, wearing one glove and one bulldog. Did you help anybody else?
Oh, yes. A lady came in to buy a cat, and she knew absolutely nothing about them. She didn't even know why cats see better in the dark than people do.
You don't tell me.
Well, why not? It's very interesting.
Okay, then do tell me. Why do cats see better in the dark than we do?
Well, they have to. You see, they're not tall enough to turn on the electric light.
I'd have never thought of that. It's no wonder I'm a straight man.
So, I told this lady to watch her step with cats. I said they can't be trusted.
They can't.
Well, look at my sister Hazel's cat, James. We trusted him until he had kittens.
What made you think James was a he?
But you know, that's another thing he did that fooled us. He had whiskers.
What kind of a cat is it?
It was a pedigreed Iranian.
Iranian? Well, that's a new kind of cat.
But no, it's an old Persian. But when they changed company, the cat had to go along with it.
If I'd have had my hat, I'd have went with the old government. You're crazy about animals.
Oh, yes. My favorite is the horse. You know, George, nothing will ever take the place of a good horse.
What about the automobile?
Oh, no. What about all those statues in public parks with generals sitting on horseback? If they were sitting in automobiles, they'd have to put new models under them every year.
Now we're in the parks. How'd we get out of the pet shop?
For me, it was easy. I just waved goodbye to the owner, and he waved goodbye to me. You know, he's very strong.
What's so strong about waving goodbye?
With that bulldog on his hand?
Say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night.